All right, I'm an MMA fan who just obsesses over these UFC events. Even something small like one of these fight night events, I watch every fight from beginning to end. So the first fight of the night has my interest, not as much as the last fight, but it has my interest. And I can tell you, I don't know how many of us UFC fans are UFC fans like that, but that's the kind of fan I am. And I can tell you when we lose fights, these undercard fights that just disappeared due to COVID protocol and whatever the fuck, it sucks. It sucks. I'm not talking about something a little more high profile like Joaquin Buckley versus Al Hassan. Which is, by the way, it's not Al Hassan. It's Al Hassan. That's how you say his name, but whatever. I learned that from John Anik. Not personally. I never met the guy. But I do think, a fight like that, everybody felt when we lost that fight. Or even Muslim Salikov versus Michel Pereira. That was an important fight. But I'm not sure people feel the loss so much when it's like a Brian Kelleher fight. And that's not me trying to knock Brian Kelleher. I love Brian Kelleher, and a lot of his fights have had importance, just not really this one, last one, which I don't even know when the hell it, fell apart. But we've got Kevin Croom stepping in to fight Brian Kelleher on short notice, replacing Said Yokeb Kakramanov. But Kevin Croom stepping in on short notice. It's a guy we haven't seen in a year. And not that he's some big name, but he's somebody who I know because I've seen him fight twice in the UFC and a bunch outside of the UFC. But my point is he's a bona fide UFC fighter at this point, and I recognize his name, and I'm happy to see him stepping in to fight Brian Kelleher. Same goes for Charles Rosa. He is more of a bona fide UFC fighter, really. He's been around for years. Not that he's fought the most, but he could stop fighting right now, and it would be enough to, it'd be a UFC career, probably above average UFC career in length. So Charles Rosa, he's a real legit UFC fighter, and he's stepping in on days' notice to fight TJ Brown. I don't know what happened to Gabriel Benitez. I don't know. Usually these things are more on my radar, but I missed both of these. Whatever you call it, withdrawals. And I'm really happy to see two guys like this stepping up, especially a guy like Charles Rosa. These are guys who don't need to step up, obviously, although there's something to be gained. In addition to a victory and a win bonus, you get good faith, goodwill with the organization, which you guys can knock that off. Fuck them. No, that's good. That's really good. They'll remember that. You're doing them a favor. And I know the UFC knows, look, it makes a difference. It does make a difference. This fight card is down to 10 fights. That sucks. But it's better than 9 fights. And in addition, we get 10 fights with Charles Rosa and Kevin Croom now, who are not just total bums. Croom is 1-1 in the UFC. Or he's 0-1-1, ostensibly. He's got, 0-1-0-1, whatever the fuck. A no contest notification. A no contest in his win over Roosevelt Roberts, which was a great win. He knocked him down and choked him out, I think, in like 30 seconds or something like that. So, these guys are not on the chopping block. Although Charles Rosa, if he lost that fight to Justin James, he would be on the chopping block. He may have even been cut already. But this fight, a loss to TJ Brown, he does have something to lose here. Of course, he's got something to gain. Every fighter's got something to gain. But Charles Rosa, a loss to TJ Brown wouldn't look good. I would think the UFC would give him a little forgiveness because he stepped up on very short notice and helped them out. But still, it's a fight he should win. I'm interested in seeing the odds. I actually haven't given them a look. But just on paper, he should win. It's an interesting matchup, but I have it in my head Charles can, I don't know if he can impose his grappling game, but I think he's the better grappler anyway. Nevertheless, it takes a lot of balls to step in whether it's a fight you think you should win or shouldn't win. And by the way, when I say should win, he's not going to even be a 2-1 favorite. Certainly not fighting on short notice. So these are ballsy moves on behalf of both guys. And as a UFC fan, I'm saying thank you, because that's the kind of shit I love. Like, I'm the guy, one of those fans that are out there that are going, yes, this is awesome. Charles Rosa stepping in, that's great. Great news, okay? So, yeah, I'm out there, you're out there. Enjoy your fights. Fucking thanks again.